Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is October 27, 2023, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching the U.S. markets continue to tumble after most of big tech reports its quarterly earning reports. Now looking at today's major economic events. So we start out the day at 2:30 South African time out of the United States, a Core PCE Index number coming out. Now that's followed up at 4 o'clock from the United States, a Revised UoM Consumer Sentiment number coming out. Now looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs are pretty much unchanged. Now looking at the indices, the Dow Jones does not break lower. However, the NASDAQ does continue to sell off. Now looking at commodities, gold and oil remain unchanged, but looking at natural gas still looks like it wants to break out. And as we look at the stocks, most of the stocks, especially big tech, sold off quite aggressively. Now looking at cryptocurrencies, lastly, Bitcoin remains unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Euro USD first. Okay, so it is just unchanged. Okay, not much to really say about it. GBP also doesn't look like it even moved an inch. But the difference is here, and this is what I want to highlight, the euro did bounce, okay, where the GBP did not, okay? So if there is going to be a breakout and we're going to see a sell-off, the British pound is going to be the first one to go. So keep that in mind, as this is potentially a decent trade for even today. Now looking at commodities, gold remaining unchanged, 1987, and so did oil, pretty much at $84 a barrel, really didn't do much, just bouncing a little bit. However, let's take a look at natural gas. That still looks like it wants to take a higher, okay? And that's really a very decent move. Look at that. I mean, 374 is our resistance-ish level, so just be aware of that. However, if we break above that, that could really push us much higher. Now, going into the U.S. markets, first, looking at the Dow Jones, didn't break out so much lower. However, looking at the NASDAQ, that continued breaking lower. I mean, if we're looking at a 4-hour chart, let's be fair to it, okay? So it did break a certain threshold of a support, a 14,500-ish level, and now we're just trading at 14,300. So it's not a big deal, but it's a deal, okay? Especially when the back of the economy now is so focused on big tech to lead us higher, especially the focus on AI. Now that might not have hit the market yet, but just be aware of it. So looking at the stocks, yesterday we had Amazon come out with the quarterly earning reports, and we had Intel, and Intel actually bounced a little bit, okay? Not by much, but did bounce a little bit. Now looking at the rest of the stock, Microsoft sold off quite aggressively. Remember, Microsoft hit its earnings, everything was fine, but it closed the gap. So there is a little bit of hesitancy in the markets to be investing in these type of stocks right now. And you see, like, as soon as it goes higher, people are taking their money out. And that is a sure sign that we're looking to actually go lower, at least for now. Okay, maybe in 6 months from now, things will turn around. Inflation will be in check. The Fed will lower interest rates, perhaps. Okay, but that has yet to be seen yet also. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now looking at Apple, also sold off lower. Let's take a look at it. Where is it? Having a hard time finding it. There we go. Apple trading lower to 166. That's significant. Now, next week from yesterday, Apple's coming out with their quarterly earning reports, which is really important. It did break a 200-day moving average on a daily. That's important. That's really, really important. So be aware of that, okay? We could see further sell-off here as well. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, not doing much, all right? Really unchanged for most of today's session. This is Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.